I once had a student who was out of class for a couple of weeks. The counselor informed us that his father had passed away and that he was having a rough time. After class one day, I pulled him aside and told him not to stress about the work he had missed. I'd make sure he was taken care of in my class so he could focus on catching up elsewhere. A few weeks later, I was called into a meeting with the counselor and his other teachers. I checked beforehand, and he was doing great in my class. He had turned in all his assignments on time, so I had no idea why I was there. Turns out, his other teachers weren't as flexible about makeup work. He had fallen behind in all his other classes and had stayed behind, putting him at risk of failing everything except my class. Essentially, he was on track to repeat the year, except for English. The counselor asked what I had done to support him, and I explained. I told him not to worry about what he missed. As far as I was concerned, he was already caught up, and he just needed to do his best moving forward. One of the other teachers scoffed, saying, "I don't see why we needed Mr. Dragon's input. He just let the kid skip out on work. That's not helpful." Without missing a beat, I replied, "The kid's dad just died. Do you really think the last 6 weeks of history matter to him in the slightest?" The counselor just smiled, pointed at me, and said, "I invited Mr. Dragon because I knew he would say some things I'm not allowed to say."